Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. The final press conference of the 77th Tata Steel Chess Tournament. On my right, Tournament Director Jeroen van den Berg. On my left, the winner of the tournament. Congratulations, Magnus Carlsen.
Thank you.
This was the fourth time that you scored a victory. Was it the toughest one in a way?
No. So, I think 2008, 2010, those had even more ups and downs.
It was just the start that was a little rough.
Yeah, I think the first 3 games and the last 4 games were pretty forgettable, but fortunately in between there was a streak of 6 wins. So, it feels a little like in 2010 when I had a good tournament, but finished with a pretty terrible game against Caruana, which I barely made a draw with white, and feels a bit the same today. But looking back, it's gonna feel good to win the tournament, of course.
Yeah, because today you played Saric. He is obviously much lower rated than you, but he managed to beat you in the Olympiad. Makes that you want to beat him today even more, or is that not important?
Not particularly. No. And anytime I play white, and especially against someone lower rated or much lower rated, I want to win.
Yeah. And what was your approach today? You wanted to win no matter what, or also checking the competitors for tournament victory, and then maybe a draw was also possible?
Yeah, sure. I didn't want to burn all my bridges, but then of course I just blundered a pawn, so that's not the way to go anyway. But especially when you just need to draw to win the tournament. So, yeah. Fortunately, I got it back, and then I had the chance to bring the game into a drawish ending, but for some inconceivable reason, I didn't do that and decided to get a much worse position instead. So then, yeah, fortunately, I didn't manage to keep the pressure up, and I managed to equalize and perhaps even be better, but. Yeah, it was a draw.
Okay. From my point of view, this tournament received even more media attention than last year's, not in the least because of the attention from the Norwegian press. How famous are you right now in Norway? What's a normal day for you? Can you go to restaurants, or are you recognized all the time now?
Well, people recognize me, but it's not necessarily something negative, so that's okay. I appreciate that there's a lot of interest in chess and what I do.
It's also chess, not only in you mean?
Yeah. So I don't know.
The Tata Chess Tournament, it has like 14 players. Most tournaments that you play are 6 to 10. What do you prefer?
I think such tournaments as this one is very interesting. Get to play lots of different people, and it can the tournament can have many twists and turns. Obviously, to some extent, it's more fair when you play everyone twice, but this makes for a lot of excitement. And as you can see in this tournament, 4 or 5 players were contending for the win until the very end, which you don't see in smaller tournaments.
What do you consider your best game here?
I think the 2 games against Aronian and Caruana, those were quite good. That was my peak in the tournament, and from then it was a little bit worse.
Okay, then my final question to you. Anish Giri, of course, Dutch Hope. He was second last year, he's second now. What do you think of his development chess-wise? if any. But okay.
Yeah, sure. He had the second highest score, the second longest win streak, and so on. So he did, and he almost made 2800. But anyway, I think he's developing well. He's developing also more and more into a fighter, someone who plays until the very end. So he has every chance to go very far.
Okay, thank you. Before I give you guys the opportunity, I'll have a couple of questions for Jeroen Vandenberg. Jeroen, how do you look back at the tournament? How do you evaluate it?
Well, actually, I think it was a great success, the tournament. It started in the train, which was already a very nice start of the tournament, because we also want to bring the chess to the people. The rounds in Rotterdam and The Hague were part of these new ideas to make as much people as possible learn the game of chess. We think it's important. And well, it was already mentioned, and I already said it before, the return of Magnus in the tournament was also clearly helping us from the start till the very end. So altogether, I think it was a very good tournament, but also chess-wise, I think it was a good one.
Can you say anything about the future of the Tata Steel Chess tournament?
Yes, I can. The next tournament will be held from 15 till 31 January in 2016. So the nearby future looks very okay, and well.
The more distant future?
Well, this I cannot say yet, but what I see around me, the people, let's say, that have to judge about this are looking very happy as well.
Okay, thank you very much. Okay, any questions?
Magnus, you really look a bit sad for a tournament winner. Is it because you're not happy with the way you played today, or?
Yeah, it's for me. It's really a flashback to 2010, because then I won the tournament, but still I could not be in a good mood since I played so badly in the last game. And I told myself then that next time this happened, I will manage to put on a happy face. But here we are.
But this is also because you want to play every game, the best you can, or not? Is that the way?
Yeah, I really do. So I'm concerned not only with number of points I score, but also with the quality of my play. And so today, draw is fine. I mean, I cannot expect to beat a grandmaster who's good enough to play in this tournament every time. But I'm not very happy with the way that I played.
So maybe it's a challenge for next year.
Yeah. So last time I played in 2013, there were very few such moments. It generally went quite smoothly. So this time there was a bad start and a bad finish, and then a special winning streak. So it was very different this time.
How about the quality of the women? There was a Dutch grandmaster a long time ago who said women cannot play chess. Who you found proved the difference or not?
Yeah, I mean, I think she's not one of the stronger players in the tournament, but she's shown that she has a place even in very strong tournaments. She rarely gets outplayed.
Will a woman ever be a threat in this tournament, or you don't see it happen?
I don't know. I think she has a way to go, like other women, but yeah, I don't know.
For the coming months and years as your biggest rival?
I still think Caruana is the strongest player, strongest player apart from me. So I wouldn't overreact to anything that happens in one tournament, but it shows that I mean, many of the other guys like Giri, So, Ding, and Rashier they are capable of winning many games, especially against especially against slightly weaker players. So, but still, I think shouldn't overreact to one tournament.
Magnus, are you tired after 2 weeks?
Yeah, yes, I am. There's no denying that. It's a tough tournament, and there are 13 challenging games. I haven't played that many very long games, but many of them have been very intense with time trouble and so on. So it's been a tough tournament, and I think when you finish such a tournament, no matter how you finish in the standings, you will be tired.
Is it more tiring to leave, I can say, for 2 occasions, or do you think it's a good concept?
I think it's okay. So the first, for me personally, the first time I played a very good game against Aronian and had a good time with my friends, which gave me a lot of energy. And then the second time, well, I barely played the game at all. So, so it's I think it's good, and hope we will see some new places next year as well.
So sure that we see you back next year to defend your title?
Well, nothing is sure, but I think it's not unlikely. As long as I'm invited, of course.
Yeah?
You singled out your best game. Well, actually, you hesitated between 2 games. But can you say what was your worst or toughest game, apart from the one you lost?
Yeah. Well, for me, after a tournament, if I'm going to name every game that I was not satisfied with, that's usually not very... well, it's usually quite a long list, so... well, today, I mean, I just blundered a pawn, and I made several dubious or bad decisions after that as well. So, and so, yeah. In general, apart from the games I won, I don't think I played particularly well. But it's hard. It's a tough tournament. It's tiring, and to play 13 good games is something I strive to do, but it's not easy.
Okay. Anybody? Okay. Magnus, thank you very much, and good luck.
Thank you.